Yo, what is up, Hype Senpai fam? Welcome back to the channel.
Hey everyone, good to be here.
Today, we're diving deep into something pretty epic, actually. We're looking back at 2025.
Yeah, specifically those anime moments from last year that just absolutely broke the internet. Remember those?
How could you forget? We're talking peak frenzy online. So think of this as like your backstage pass.
Right, we're trying to understand why those specific scenes, what made them cause such a massive reaction.
Exactly. Our mission isn't just to list them, but to kind of figure out what nerve they touched, why they resonated so strongly with everyone online.
And if you're listening, you probably love getting that kind of insight, right? Connecting the dots, having those aha moments about why something blew up.
For sure. You'll definitely appreciate digging into the cultural impact here.
It's fascinating, really. These weren't just moments people enjoyed alone. They became these huge, shared online experiences.
Yeah, cultural flashpoints, spawning memes, arguments, theories, the works.
It totally shows how connected the online fandom is, doesn't it?
Okay, let's kick it off. First one up. Gotta be Gojo Satoru's return.
Yeah.
Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3.
Oh, absolutely. No contest for one of the biggest, right?
Dude, when he just ripped his way out of the prison realm,
Yeah.
the internet basically imploded instantly.
Yeah, the reaction was immediate. That visual of him just tearing through dimensions.
Blindfold on, that crazy blue energy just surging everywhere.
Check and double check. But why that reaction? I mean, people were expecting him back eventually.
True, but think about how long he was gone. He left this huge power vacuum in the story.
That's a great point. He wasn't just a character, he was the overwhelming force, the sort of safety net in a weird way.
And his return wasn't just, oh good, he's back. It was the return of that force. It instantly shifted everything.
The feeling so much built up anticipation, and visually, it was just made for going viral. Pure spectacle.
Total fan catharsis. Okay, shifting gears completely now. Luffy. One Piece.
Gear 5.
Gear 5 Awakening, man, that was different.
Yeah.
Pure cartoon chaos, right?
Totally. That sense of absolute freedom, the kind of rubber hose animation style they leaned into.
Yeah, like godlike strength, but also just pure, unadulterated silliness and freedom.
Yeah.
And the internet.
Went absolutely crazy. That's the consensus, right?
Yeah, I saw people saying even the manga readers who knew it was coming were blown away by how the anime did it. The chaos level was off the charts.
I remember seeing someone just tweet, "Internet broken."
Huh. Perfect summary. So what was it there? The unexpected animation style?
I think it was partly that, yeah. The anime didn't just adapt it, it elevated the feeling of it. That sense of liberation, of breaking all the rules of shonen power-ups.
Right, it wasn't just stronger punches.
Yeah.
It felt fundamentally different.
Exactly. Played with the physics of their world. It felt genuinely new and unprecedented. That's what fuels that broken internet thing, collective joyful shock.
Makes sense. Okay, let's bring the mood down a notch, maybe. Prepare for feelings.
Uh-oh. Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan. Eren's final stand. This wasn't hype like Gojo's return. This was heavy.
Yeah. Really heavy. The scale of the rumbling. Eren as the final enemy.
Millions online. Arguing, crying, writing essays, dissecting every single frame, every choice.
It dominated everything for weeks, didn't it? People calling it absolute peak fiction, even through the tears.
So what was it about that ending? That complex, kind of heartbreaking wrap-up that just gripped everyone so hard?
I think it boils down to that deep, deep moral ambiguity,
Yeah, he wasn't a simple hero or villain by the end.
Not at all. He started as the guy fighting for humanity, and his path just twisted into something. Monstrous, but understandable. Maybe that's the debate.
Right, and that complexity fueled everything. It wasn't black and white.
And the internet just became this massive forum for wrestling with those impossible ethical questions, the tragedy of his choices.
The emotional investment was just huge. You could feel it online.
For sure. The weeks of discussion prove how much people cared, how much it affected them.
Okay, let's snap back to Jujutsu Kaisen for a second. Sukuna.
The king of curses himself.
Unleashing his full power, his true form. This wasn't hope. This was dread.
Pure, terrifying dominance. The sources said the fandom just collectively gasped.
I believe it. That aura, the sheer savagery, the off-the-charts cursed energy.
Instantly set the stage. Everyone knew what was coming next.
Gojo versus Sukuna, the fight at the decade.
But what made Sukuna's reveal itself so impactful? beyond just being strong.
Well, it cemented him, right? As this, like, almost insurmountable obstacle.
Yeah.
A true catastrophe-level threat.
Yeah, it shifted the power dynamics again, but in a terrifying way. The visual presentation was key, too.
That feeling of awe mixed with pure dread.
Exactly. Showing his power so viscerally just cranked the anticipation for that inevitable clash through the roof. He represented total destruction.
Okay, next up, a series that absolutely exploded in 2025. Solo Leveling.
Oh yeah, solo leveling was massive.
Some Jinwoo's Demon King Ascension, people were calling it pure cinema.
I heard that too. Huge praise for the animation, the soundtrack, the voice acting, everything.
Apparently, the anime community just had a full meltdown online. In a good way.
It felt like more than just a popular show, right? It was described as almost a movement.
Yeah. And that scene was the peak. So what made that moment hit so hard for everyone?
I think it's the payoff, you know? Sung Jinwoo's journey is all about that power progression, that leveling up.
Right, from weakest hunter to, well, Demon King.
Exactly. And that ascension scene was the ultimate visual reward for following that whole struggle. The meltdown suggests the execution just nailed it.
Exceeded the hype.
Seems like it. Delivered that iconic, super satisfying moment everyone had been waiting for from the manhwa.
Awesome. All right, Bleach fans, your time has come.
Haha, yes! The 1,000-year blood war continued its role.
Chico, new form,
Yeah.
part 3. Apparently, Twitter just went into blackout mode with pure hype.
Cool Zangetsu, his true Quincy Hollow form finally animated.
Sounds like a dream for longtime fans. People raving about the new designs, the god-tier animation.
And this feeling that Teat Kubo's original vision, stuff maybe rushed in the manga, was finally getting the full treatment.
A Bleach renaissance, they called it.
Yeah.
What was the core of that excitement, you think?
It's gotta be that mix of nostalgia and validation, right? Seeing a series you loved for years come back and be treated this well.
Yeah, finally seeing those manga panels animated with today's tech.
Exactly. Ichigo unlocking that ultimate potential. It's years of payoff. The quality of the adaptation just reignited the entire fan base. Validation that Bleach was back and maybe better than ever.
Love to see it. Okay, and finally, something completely different.
Let me guess. Spy X Family.
You got it. Anya's graduation in season 3.
Ah, Anya.
Apparently, this moment had everyone online crying and laughing simultaneously.
Sounds about right for Spy X Family.
And just flooding the internet with wholesome memes. Anya went viral. Again.
It proves that you don't always need a massive battle or power-up to break the internet, right?
Totally. Sometimes you just need Anya Forger being charming. What is it about her and that moment specifically?
Well, Anya's just this perfect blend of innocent kid, secret telepath, and agent of chaos, right? Her graduation isn't world-ending, but it's a big step for her.
Yeah, a character growth moment within that super heartwarming, kind of weird family dynamic.
Exactly. People are invested in her, in the Forger family, so seeing her succeed, even in a normal school event, it just resonates emotionally.
And the memes were wholesome. That's refreshing.
Totally. It shows the positive side of online fandom, people just sharing this sweet, funny moment together. Pure charm offensive.
Man. So there you have it, fam. 2025. What a year for anime moments that just took over the conversation.
Absolutely wild, from epic hype returns like Gojo
To chaotic joy like Gear 5.
to the intense debates around Eren.
Terrifying power reveals like Sukuna.
Satisfying payoffs like Sung Jin-woo and Ichigo.
And pure emotional heart melters like Anya. It really covered the whole spectrum.
Yeah, each one tapped into something different but resonated massively. Spectacle, payoff, emotion, complexity.
United and ignited the community online. It was something to witness.
For sure.
All right, now we got to turn it over to you, the Hype Senpai family watching right now.
Yes, the big question.
Which anime moment from 2025 had you absolutely losing it the most? Which one dominated your timeline?
Let us know. Drop in the comments below. We want to hear it.
Definitely want to read those. And hey, if you enjoyed this little deep dive, this trip down memory lane,
You know what to do.
smash that like button. It really helps us out. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Join the Hype Senpai family.
We do breakdowns like this all the time. More hype anime content is always on the way.
Got tons more anime madness planned, so stick around.
Definitely.
All right, fam, that's it for this one. Catch you next time.